I am Clevell Roseburg II. Welcome to One Book, One University. I'm here sitting with Nicholas Sparks, the writer, philanthropist. Okay, Nicholas, where does your writing inspiration come from?
It's varied. Way back when I was first writing The Notebook, I was actually selling pharmaceuticals at the time, and I kind of felt like my life was going nowhere, so to speak, and I felt like I should chase a dream somehow. So I had two young kids at that time. One of them didn't sleep very well, so my wife was going to bed at 9 o'clock at night, and it was either watch TV or chase a dream, right? And so I decided to go ahead and start writing a novel. And I had written two novels when I was in college, and neither one of them had ever been published. But at 28, I said, let's try it and let's give it a real shot. And the novel that eventually came out was The Notebook.
Now, your first book, The Notebook, was the first book turned into a film.
Well, it wasn't. It was the first novel. But the first film I had adapted from my novels was Message in a Bottle. That one came out with Kevin Costner and Paul Newman and Robin Wright Penn. Then A Walk to Remember came out, and then The Notebook came out. It sold to Hollywood in 1995, but it didn't start filming until 2002 or something like that, and it came out, of course, in 2003. It was interesting. I mean, that 7 years, they kept saying, it's imminent, we're going to make the movie, and then the director falls out and they start all over, and you're like, wow, what's going on with this? But it got made.
What is your writing process?
Way back when I was writing The Notebook, I would write in the evenings, 2 or 3 hours, let's say 9 to midnight, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. Now I try to write when the kids are in school, so I might write from, let's say, 10 a.m. to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's usually about 5 hours, and in that 5 hours, what I'm trying to accomplish is about 2,000 words. And if I do 2,000 words, let's say 4 days a week, and the other days I might be doing an interview here, right? I might be filming something, so there's always something on the agenda to do. But 4 days a week, that's 8,000 words a week, and it usually means a novel's finished in about 4 to 5 months.
And I hear you're working on something now. Can you speak a little bit about that?
I have a lot going on now. I just have a film in theaters right now. Safe Haven is still out. I have, The Best of Me. That's through Warner Brothers. That should start filming in May. That's what we're hoping for. That will, I can't tell you who's going to be in it yet. That's all hidden news. I just finished another novel that will be coming out in September. It's called The Longest Ride. That one also sold for film, and so I'm now in the process of trying to vet some screenwriters with my producing partners to see who's going to adapt that one. Got some television shows, founded a school here in New Bern, and of course we have all the foundation stuff.
So for those writers whose works have not got the response that they want, what can you advise them in terms of?
Writing it's a skill like any other. So I think that if you really want to be a writer, what you have to do, your best bet is to read an awful lot. You have to read in genres that maybe you're not all that fond of, right? You might have to read some mysteries or some thrillers, because when I hit these moments in my own novels, when I need to increase the tension, or I want to add a mystery element into the novels that I write, I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not read all of these other types of novels, because different novels do different things well. So you have to read a lot in a variety of genres, and I probably read 100 to 120 books a year, and I have for 15 years. So it makes writing easier. Then the second part is you have to write, and you have to get it down on paper, and then you edit. I edit like crazy. I would say that every sentence in my novels I'll go over 6 or 7 times. My agent will go over it 2 or 3 times, and my editor will go over it 2 or 3 times. So it's a process of writing is really rewriting.
I was doing my research about you, and I discovered that track and field plays a strong role in your life.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Coach Williams, actually. It was a big deal. I got to college on a track and field scholarship. I went to Notre Dame, competed up there, actually still hold the record at Notre Dame. And then for years here in New Bern, which is my hometown, I coached New Bern High School track team. And there was a period of time there when it was really one of the great high school teams out there. And I actually have a St. Augustine story here. When we broke the high school national record in the sprint medley, we were racing at the Raleigh Relays, and we were racing in a university race. And so we had Penn State in there. We had all these great big teams. We beat them all except for one. And that was St. Aug's. St. Aug's nipped us at the tape, but we still got the national record. So I'm happy with that. We still hold it.
Is that a possibility that your Epiphany School Falcons, is there a relation there?
You know, the Epiphany, it's interesting. I coached at the public school, but I founded the Epiphany School here, or the Epiphany School of Global Studies here in New Bern. And yeah, of course, we're the Falcons, right? Right? There's nothing wrong with being a Falcon. That's my motto.
Thank you, Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks Foundation. Thank you, sir.
You got it. Everyone, I'm Nicholas Sparks, and I'd like to thank everyone at St. Augustine's and Dr. Suber for selecting my novel, The Notebook, to read as a community. I hope that all of you enjoyed reading it, enjoyed the story as much as I enjoyed writing it, and I'm hopeful that what happens here today with this discussion will add to your own meaningful discussions about the novel.